every
Day in
your
life.
is treasure hunting.
So, hello everyone. Welcome to my very first mini podcast in this channel. So, today I'm gonna talk about steam steps, which is discovering the charm of Kanawa Onsen. I'm Elizabeth, and today we'll be talking about one of Beppu's most beautiful and unique places, which is Kanawa Onsen. This podcast is part of our student project called Steam Steps, which is collaboration with JESAL, where the students in APU give a cultural tours to JESAL participants in Kanawa. So today, here joining us, one of the student member of Steam Steps, which is Rue. Hello, Rue.
Hello everyone, my name is Rue.
Okay, so today we're gonna ask some questions to Rue, so please stay tuned. So let's start from the very beginning. What is actually Steam Steps?
Okay, so STEAM Steps is a student-led project here at APU, and it's in collaboration with the participants of JASAL, which stands for the Japanese Association for Self-Access Learning. So when the JASAL participants came to APU, our students were in charge of giving them a tour of Beppu, and one of the places we took them to was the Kanawa Onsen.
Wow, that's so interesting. But I heard that it's not only a sightseeing tour, right?
That's true. The whole point of this tour, what we were trying to aim for, was that not only that they get to walk around the places of Kanawa, but they also get to experience the connections, the people, the culture. So we hope to give them an experience more than just a tour.
Wow, that is such a great mission. So, during the tour in Kanawa itself, what do you guys do?
So we first started off at one of the parks, and then we took them around the whole city as much as we could. We let them try out the different footbath onsens and even buy some ice cream that was made by specially sourced bananas in Kanawa itself. And in addition to that, we gave them the opportunity to talk with the people there, learn a few Japanese phrases, and we tried to make it as exciting as possible.
What do you think part of Kanawa that make it so special? Or maybe like the food, the culture, or like what is it?
That's a great question. I think one of the most cool things about Kanawa is its architecture, because you can see steam coming out from literally every part of the city, whether it's from the roads, from the houses. It makes it look very magical, like you're in a different world altogether. And in addition to that, I think the people make it so beautiful as well. And when you mention special things, their food is quite different as well.
I see. I've heard a lot of good omotenashi, which calls for hospitality in Kanawa. Okay, by the way, you said about food, right?
Yeah.
So what is the special food that we can only find in Kanawa?
Right, so that actually has a special term for it. It's called jigoku moshi, which literally translates to hell steaming, because this type of food is prepared by heating vegetables, meat, eggs, seafood, anything you want in the hot spring steam. So there's several nutritional benefits because all the vitamins and minerals are still in the food, and it's actually a fun experience because you can cook it by yourself.
That is so interesting. I really want to try jigoku mochi.
I really recommend it. It was so much fun.
Right? So, other than food, I heard that Kanawa has a long history until it became a tourist place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe you can tell us a bit about it?
Okay, so Kanawa was actually built on a volcanic area in the past. So back then, people actually found it really difficult to get into the hot springs because it was too hot and their bodies couldn't handle it. And it was said that a man called Ippen Shonin was a man who made the city the town that it is right now. And made it with the hot springs that people go bathe in 3 times a day, or the culture, the hostels people stay in. That's how it actually became the tourist destination that it is today.
I see. That is very great. How Kanawa represent all nature, cultural, and also historical, as a place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe by the end of this podcast, do you have any recommendation or why do you think that Steam Steps help people to show the beauty of Kanawa?
Yeah, so it's like you mentioned before, the whole point of our project was to hope that the participants get to experience more than just a normal tour. So the main takeaway we want people to have from this is that Kanawa is more than just the hot springs. It has a beautiful culture, history, even the food is very unique and it can only be experienced in Kanagawa itself. And since Beppu as a whole is quite an unknown part of Japan because it's not as popular as, let's say, Tokyo, right? So I think there's a lot that people can take away from it, including how nice and warm the people are, just as warm as the hot springs are.
I see, that is a very great message, and I'm very thankful that you could join us in our very first podcast today. So thank you so much, Ru, and hopefully there's gonna be more people, foreigner or even domestic traveler, come to Kanagawa and enjoy the beauty of Kanagawa. So that's all for this podcast. Thank you for listening and see you next time. Bye bye.